All right, cats, what's happening? Right. I've been having a look into this stressful situation that's going on for all of you people there who are residents in LA, because it looks like an absolute shit show going on at the moment, man. It's crazy. There's an almost a divide, isn't there? It's been there since Mr. Trump assumed his position, 10 years ago or whatever it was. And then he's come back for his second time. And people now just have this allergy, be it Democrat or Republican. One side just hates the other. They just never the twain shall meet. It's absolutely ridiculous. And meantime, your city's falling apart. Over here in the UK, we're pretty good at this. I must say we're pretty good at this. I live in Wales, little island in Wales. We have a national party in Wales called Plaid Cymru. Basically, it's just the party of Wales. Yeah. Now, I vote for them. In local elections, I vote for them because ultimately they care about Wales. They do. They care about the immediate area. They care about the potholes in the road, the bus services, the train timetables, whether you can get planning permission to build a house, all those things that I care about. The things that you need when you live in a smaller area, right? But when I vote nationally, I do not vote for Plaid Cymru. So when it comes around to have a national vote in a general election or what have you, I don't vote Plaid Cymru. I vote for whoever. I've voted for most of them over my lifetime. I've voted for a lot of them because I am not a stick to one party person. And the way the world is now, you can't be either. Now, I understand that things are ingrained there in LA, and whether things go right or go wrong, it seems to be people have this aversion to swap to the other side, which is crazy to me, man. The Democrats, well, they're called Democrats. It just looks like socialist ideal to me. It's crazy. For any of you who know anything about a socialist ideal, you want to study a bit of form on it before you vote for it, man. Just look towards Cuba. Yeah, socialist ideal. By the way, is where Karen Bass spent a lot of time. Oh, I wonder where she got her shite ideas from. Can't begin to imagine. Hey, crazy. Anyway, yeah, socialist ideals is not what you want in place. Now, the Democratic Party, the Democrats, have had a long time, it's over 20 years now, to get this right in LA. Do you think they've got it right? The people on the streets, the empty reservoirs, the burnt down houses, not clearing the brush, not sorting out people when their houses have been burnt down, creating too much paperwork for people to rebuild their houses. You know, there's just a list of things as long as your arm, aren't they? I mean, I'm not even getting into the people on the streets and the tents everywhere and the defecation everywhere and the drugs everywhere and the fentanyl and the bodies and 7 people a day dying on the street, and 7 people a day, man. 7 people a day. What's that? 1,000 people a year. 1,000 people a year in one city dead because of drugs. Do they think that their drug rehabilitation program's working? Do they think handing out what is it? Tourniquets and needles and what do they hand out? Crack pipes or whatever it is. I mean, fucking hell, have a word with yourself, will you? How can that possibly be a plan? It's not worked. Radical ideas sometimes work, don't they? They do. They do. Sometimes things come out of the woodwork and you think, wow, wasn't expecting that. And it works. Well, they've had years to get this right and they haven't got it right. It's just getting worse. And I think the saddest part about it is we've still got 2 arseholes at the front here. This Rahman one, don't know what planet she's on. And Bass, what are they talking about? Bass is just away with the mixers, man. She's just your socialist Che Guevara oddball. She's just off her head. She can't get anything right. She's an absolute twat. Pardon my French, for want of a better description. Bloody useless. And Rahman, I mean, hang on, got carried away there. Bass with her great ideals of how it should all work and how it should all run and how the socialist ideals should follow on, you know? Yeah, great, isn't it? All share and share alike and everybody on an even keel and all that. Yeah, sounds great. Never works. Never has, never will. Doesn't work. As I say, look towards Cuba. There's your prime example. It's just a load of shit, isn't it? Doesn't work at all. While Bass lives in Bel Air in a mansion. What? You're telling everybody else to rough it and you're living in a bloody mansion in Bel Air? Why? Why? Why don't you get some homeless people in your mansion? Sure, you got a few spare bedrooms. Do that. We might be impressed then. Then maybe it would start listening to you, stupid cow. And that other one, Rahman. Oh my God. Well, she's another one. She's just not a full shilling. Don't know what she's talking about. She went on a podium the other night with Bass and with Spencer Pratt there. And the three of them were there answering questions. By the end of it all, I think most people just thought, why is Rahman even up there? She should be selling hot dogs as a vendor somewhere on a street corner. Sorry to insult hot dog vendors, because she's bastard useless, man. But she's another one with this crackpot ideal, and they don't see it. That's the thing. I've watched Rahman at a town meeting. She's at a town meeting. She's sitting there at the front, and it's all full of mums. You can hear all the voices going in the background. Someone's filming it, a bit like I'm doing now. Someone's just filming it all. And they're saying to her, they're shouting at her about, what's with all the drugs and the alcohol and the exposing themselves and the homeless and the filth and the poo on the pavements right outside the schools, man. You can't do that with little kids. And all the mums, quite rightly, are all shouting up and down. There's a few dads there as well. They're all shouting about and getting on one. And she sits there and she says, it doesn't matter whether these people are 1 foot away from the school or 500 foot away from the school. It makes no difference. With that, everybody in the crowd goes berserk, starts calling up for everything, shouting and bawling. And what was her response? It was to raise her eyebrows and it was to raise her eyes in a kind of motion. Really? But then, let's travel forward a few weeks, right? And what happens? Actors go to her house, which is also a very nice posh mansion. Thank you very much. That's also very nice, in a very nice area. Not sure if it's Bel Air, but it's bloody nice, wherever it is. And these actors pretend to be homeless people, all start putting up tents and shacking up outside her house. About 15 of them, something like that. With somebody like me, with a camera, filming it. And then, of course, the local press turn up and what have you, right? So that goes on. Nothing really come of it. That was it. They were just making a point, really. So they all pack up. Everyone goes home. And then this Rahman goes on the TV, all very upset and indignant at the fact that this happened outside of her house. Right? Indignant that this happened outside of her house and these people were pretending to be homeless in these tents. And she said it was very upsetting for her children. Well, how the fuck does she think children feel when some drugged up, pissed up, half-naked fella gets his cock out and waves it at little kids outside of school? How does she think they feel? Cheeky bastard. Unbelievable. The double standards of these people is enough to make you puke. And I apologise for my language there, but it kind of got the point over, didn't it? The things that these people expect you to live with, there's no way they're going to live with them. No chance, man. Not at open hell. So then you would think, let's flick over to Bass now, because I think Rahman's just about cooked her goose. I think she's gone. But let's have a look at Bass, right? Bass. This is the one that a year and a half ago was in Africa somewhere while LA burned. Mayor of LA in Africa having a party while LA burns. Okay, that doesn't sound very good, does it? And she, very negligibly, in my opinion, didn't have the reservoirs filled that were for fires, didn't clear the brush, which is, well, it's a requirement, isn't it? But obviously they're trying to save money, so they don't want to clear the brush. So they just tell you that the brush doesn't need clearing because basically they don't want to pay to have all that tinder wood moved. So they don't. They just leave it there because it's not their house that's going to burn down. I bet there's no brushwood around her house in Bel Air. Oh, no, darling. It's all spotless around there, you know. People, road sweepers out every day. Everybody's collecting every cut blade of grass. Every fallen tree is whisked away. Yeah, and put outside your house. Bastards. So, yeah, and the fire brigade. Let's not forget the fire brigade, who were diddled out of $17 million. Sorry. Well, obviously by now they've had their $17 million returned to them, haven't they? Nah. What? So hang on. When the fire started, the hydrants didn't work, some of them at least, because there was no water in the two reservoirs, and the fireman was shortchanged because there was $17 million down in the kitty. Yeah, that's right, yeah. and it's still like that. No, actually, it's worse now, because now there's 47 less firefighters as well. You couldn't make this up, could you? You couldn't make this up. You people there of Fair LA, you cannot vote these twats back in, man. You can't. You cannot let that city burn. Because as I was reliably informed today, it wasn't just the Palisades where the brushwood wasn't cleared. It hasn't been cleared anywhere. So where's the next place on the list that there's now even less firefighters for? The hydrants still won't have water in them because the 2 reservoirs are empty, and the firefighters are still $17 million down. Just, what is going on? What is this plan? People, forget this right and this left shite. You can't do that. Now it's all for one and one for all. And the people have to rise up and the people have to speak. And it looks a lot to me like Spencer Pratt is the man, because he's lived in it, he's seen it, his house is burnt to the ground, and he can't get the paperwork together to start building his house. Because they've given him, I believe they paid him out 1.2 million. It's nice, that, isn't it? To build his house. But he needs 3 million to rebuild the house because of these enormous concrete piles that have to run into the hillside that's now specified. So he can't even rebuild his house. So what's the plan there then? What's the plan? I'll tell you exactly what the plan is. They want your property. They're going to pay you the 1.2 million. Then they're going to build a castle on it or build nothing on it and sell it to some developer for 10 million after they paid you 1.2 for it. Because they've already started doing it. But remember, this is a socialist ideal. This is all share and share alike. Obviously, share and share alike. It's got to be, hasn't it? Otherwise, it just wouldn't be fair, would it? While these people sit in these castles telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your kids, with some dirty, drunken, alcoholic, drugged up, needle hanging out of his arm bastard showing his arse at your 7-year-old girl. I mean, this is just what you want outside of school, isn't it? But of course, it doesn't happen outside their house, so they don't care. If it did happen outside their house, that would be so wicked and inconsiderate of you, you bastard. Yeah. You know what? You've got to make fun of it, because if you don't make fun of it, even for me, I'm 3,000 miles away. But having been there and spent time there years ago, and I thought, it was always like, wow, I just walked around the place going, wow, 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 look at this, woo. And now we look at it and just think, fuck that. It's a shit tip, man. You people live there. You people can sort it out. You've got to get out there. Don't be, what's the word? Oh, there's a word for it. Apathetic, that's the word. Don't be apathetic. Get off your arse cheeks and go and vote. You must put someone in who can do something. I don't care if Spencer Pratt has the title of whatever party. Don't care. Don't care. I don't care if he's Raccoon Party. I don't give a shit. The fella seems to have ideas that'll sort that city out. Let him sort them. Let him sort them. Don't entrust these twats again, because they just don't know what they're doing. And on that horrendous lecture that everyone is probably now jumping up and down and sticking 2 fingers up at me, I'm allowed near the tequila cupboard tonight, so I'm off for a swift peck of the tequila. So, create, stay sane, get out and vote, kids. Ooh.